Hello and welcome
to the Daft Hunks.
back again.
Another podcast. We're in my room.
This is our Elliott Smith episode. Welcome in.
It's our Elliott Smith episode, folks.
It's either or today, and
it's either Elliott Smith or the band.
The band Either is opening us today.
Band Either.
The song is In My Room. This is a Japanese band.
Yeah, they're pretty fire though. What year was
nice.
this?
This is in like 2019. It's actually a good album title. Endless Summer Ends.
Endless Summer Ends.
This is a Japanese band, punk, emo, indie, twinkle, cheap pop, summer.
Those are my 6 favorite genres.
Check them out, folks. But yeah, today we're talking the late great Elliott Smith.
Yeah, not the late great Tom Van Zandt, but the late great Elliott Smith.
Close. What's the difference, really?
Really, what is the difference? That's, folks, if you...
No, thanks for tuning in. I'm Tucker.
I'm Ashton.
And that's Ashton, and this is a special ep.
Yeah, we're
25th anniversary.
25th anniversary, Either or by Elliott Smith. This is a classic.
Very exciting.
Album.
Yeah, this is an absolute classic. We're excited to dive in. 25 years old next week, the 25th.
Yep.
But yeah, super excited. You ready to just go?
I'm ready to go for it. Yeah. Do you have an Elliott Smith history? Anything?
Elliott Smith history?
Elliott Smith history?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, I've heard the songs.
Yeah, we had him on our bracket for episode 69 of the coolest bands of the 20th century. No. He really, based on the title of that bracket, he shouldn't be there. But Elliott Smith's secretly cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, his Spotify picture is one of my favorites.
It's one of the best.
Goggle glasses. But shout out Elliott Smith.
He's a legend. Yeah.
Portland-based singer-songwriter. I was reading through this earlier today. It was interesting. He also did the Good Will Hunting soundtrack. Shout out
Black Country New Road.
Shout out Black Country New Road. We just talked that track last week.
Yep, 94.
I found it interesting that his then girlfriend he was in a band. Yeah. His then girlfriend convinced him to send his solo demos to a record.
Oh, interesting.
To a record label, and then that's sort of how he got his start.
Went from there, yeah.
It went from there, and
the Elliott Smith self-titled in 95.
Yeah, 95. Great album.
Is very good, but I think Either or might be a little bit better.
Kind of the classic.
Yeah, Needle in the Hay is the saddest track.
Yeah, that's on the
Elliott Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. Needle in the Hay. Let's go into Either or.
Let's do it.
This is Speed Trials. What is this song, or is it Needle in the Hay that's in
the Wes Anderson movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's Needle in the Hay.
Yeah, all right. Real Tenenbaums. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out Wes. Whenever I listen to Elliott Smith now, I'm just like, Alex G loved Elliott Smith.
Alex G loves Elliott Smith so much. Actually, I had a tweet drafted. It was Alex G likes Duster more than Elliott Smith.
You think?
I don't know if it's true. I thought that at one point. I don't know. I was just listening. Yeah. I think he played Gold Dust. I saw a clip, and then I was just listening to Duster after that, and I was like, I think Alex G likes.
He also played
Duster.
Viva La Vida. So
Alex G likes Coldplay more than Elliott Smith.
Yeah, there's the tweet. There's the tweet. Oh, so good. Just that melody is like. I feel like I've never heard anything like it, but
his voice is just so subtle.
Yeah. We recently talked about the Mountain Goats record.
Yeah, last week.
Very sparse on the drums.
There's one drum
and a similar vocal delivery, but I like that Elliott
builds. He has the whole band here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've got the guitars. I know. I mean, on the self-titled, perhaps there was less drums. Yeah. But this one, it's more of a full sound, and it gets even fuller as he gets into later albums.
No, but that voice just like whispering at me.
It's literally whispering, but it's not like he's quiet though. No. He's still there. It's just like this weird way he's able to sing. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Just a cool man.
It's just a brief smile crossing your face. I'm running speed trials, standing in place.
I just remember Mario Kart had speed trials. Where you just get the fastest time you can.
Gives you the nostalgia. Yeah. Wish I was playing Mario.
But what's
Kart
Elliott actually doing in a speed trial? I guess.
I mean, he's standing in place. I don't know if his mind. I guess probably his mind is running speed trials.
He's
anxiety.
He's trying speed.
He's perhaps honestly. John Darnielle had some stories about speed as well. In this second verse, he says, "When the socket's not a shock enough."
Damn.
Intense. You little child, what makes you think you're tough? When all the people you think you're above, they all know what's the matter. You're such a pinball.
You're such a pinball. You know it's true.
Elliott Smith, his writing very different from John Darnielle of the Mountain Goats. We don't have to talk about them too much because it's a different episode.
Self-referencing.
But yeah, exactly. But Elliott Smith is more like, I think more about his inner psyche. I think on the tracks he refers to himself as you. Like when he says "you little child," to me that comes across like he's talking to himself
like
here.
All the people you think you're above, like you little singer.
Child. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I read that he studied philosophy in college. Very philosophical guy. This album title is based on a Kierkegaard book, which I'll look it up really quick.
Yeah, can you? You think I can just spell
type in
that?
either or Kierkegaard? Sort of like Alexander Skarsgård meets Kieran Culkin.
That's what I got for you.
Yeah, you'll find it.
Kierkegaard.
So read the description. Either or
is the first published work of the Danish philosopher, appearing in 2 volumes in 1843. It outlines a theory of
human existence, which like is so heavy. Like
Jesus Christ,
I don't know if I could read that book.
I need to cop 2 books right now. I need the fucking Story of the Eye, by George Bataille.
Shout out of Montreal.
Shout out of Montreal.
And yeah, you got to read either or. To me, I don't know anything about this book, but I feel like it's 1,200 pages.
Yeah,
I just get that feeling.
I imagine there's a lot going on in this.
Yeah.
It marks the distinction between an essentially hedonistic aesthetic mode of life and the ethical life, which is predicated upon commitment. That sounds like incredibly interesting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like genuinely.
Heavy. Like just to like sum up a book by like, he takes on human existence. Like that's like such a heavy,
one sentence summary.
Thematic
so basically,
choice.
Like it outlines a theory of human existence. Yeah. It's not a big deal. Like this is just the one sentence.
I'll try it. I don't know.
Okay, sure.
I'll dive in. But it seems
well, I think I'm only gonna like the books about the hedonistic life. I'm only gonna like the either.
You only like the intense.
Yeah. I don't want the ethical life.
No. This is Alameda.
Alameda, classic.
Oh yeah. Love we get the little backing vocals, like little harmonies.
Yeah. Alameda. Elliott clarified in a 1997 interview. Was referenced to Alameda Street in Portland. Oh, we should go visit.
I thought he was referencing Alameda, California, Oakland. I think it is. I don't know.
Sure.
There's like one. I've only ever heard Alameda referenced in one other song, and it's a Vampire Weekend.
What did they say?
Actually, Oakland and Alameda. I think it's in step. But no, Alameda. It's Portland.
Interesting.
This is such like, oh God.
Yeah, he talks about you walk down Alameda looking at the cracks in the sidewalk, and that's kind of the exact feeling this song gives me.
It's kind of dark.
Yeah,
like
you're
dark
walking
night.
down a sidewalk by yourself.
Just the voice is so like comforting.
It's different than any other thing I've heard. Especially 1997. I feel like you can't find anything that sounds like this. Genuinely, I don't know. I wasn't there, but
I don't know. Across this album, sometimes like his melodies are like kind of like Beatlesy. Like
sure,
you know what I mean? Like I could picture like kind of like a Dark Revolver track or something.
Yeah, more stripped back.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like with this sort of melody, but it's so like.
Yeah, and then
dark chord progression.
Yeah, and then the vocals are very dark too. The chorus always hits me on this track. It's nobody broke your heart. You broke your own because you can't finish what you start. It's again, like just you feel so sorry for yourself. Like nobody broke your heart. You broke your own. Little pussy boy.
Literally. This is like the voice that he would talk to himself in the mirror.
Honestly,
you little. Yeah.
You walk down Alameda, brushing off the nightmares you wish you could plague me with when I'm awake.
Yeah, dark. These guitars are nice.
Oh my god, it hits just like a spot.
Yeah, I know.
It just hits
just
like
the way he gets his voice so high.
Beautiful. You broke your own 'cause you.
Yeah,
love it.
Beautiful. Them harmonies.
I need to walk down Alameda. Listen.
Gotta find that street.
I know. I've never been to. Have you been to Portland?
I've been to Portland.
You have.
I've been to Alameda Street.
Yeah. You actually have been to Alameda Street. Okay.
But if I go on the Elliott Smith walking tour, I'll have to hit Alameda.
It exists.
I'm sure.
So right there, that's where Elliott Smith was shooting up. Right there in
that crack in the sidewalk is referenced in Alameda. Yeah. It's just such a clean sound. Like
I know, it's beautiful.
Like there's just enough going on instrumentally to where his voice rings through.
I guess what it draws to for me is like there is, it's like kind of almost like Neil Young solo stuff, or even like George Harrison.
No, he kind of has a George voice at times. Yeah, like a Guitar Gently Weeps type.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the Ballad of Big Nothing.
Ballad of Big Nothing. I feel like this is. I honestly don't know. What is the classic song off this album? Is it this, or is it Between the Bars? Or is it Alameda? Or is it Pictures of Me? Which song is like...
I don't know.
I think this album is one of those where it's all of them, I guess.
feel like Speed Trials, maybe. I don't know.
It could be Say Yes.
I guess it's all classics.
It's all classics up and down. Elliott Smith Radio. It's all classics all up and down. Something to say. The helpless little thing with the dirty mouth who's always got something to say.
Throwing candy to the crowd.
Dragging down the main.
That's when you post something on Instagram and you're dragging down the main page. Ahead of his time.
Dragging down the main. Yeah, that's literally every time. Whenever I post something, like people always comment, "You're dragging down the main."
When someone posts like a sad, like long text.
Honestly, dude, you're dragging down the main.
Blocked. Reported.
So it's like mourning or like. Yeah. I mean, I saw there was some Valentine's posts where like single people will post something super long. I'm like, that's blocked. That's fucking dragging down the main.
Keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. Listen to Elliott. Jesus Christ.
I just love, that's a great title. The Ballad of Big Nothing.
Ballad of Big Nothing.
It's about nothing, you know?
Getting into the back of a car for candy from some stranger.
Cool. Dope, Elliott.
Dope. I feel like, honestly, that line is probably referring to drugs, and that in a way as if it's like a kid getting abducted.
Yeah.
You can do what you want to whenever you want to. There's no one to stop you.
This was like completely self-produced. This album. Like fully.
It sounds like it.
No, it's very impressive.
That line, like, you can do what you want to whenever you want to. There's no one to stop you. It's like, that sounds all good. Like, you can, hypothetically, you can do what you want to whenever you want to.
But maybe don't get in the back of that car.
And, like, there is things to stop you. Like, you sometimes, like...
It's kind of like just an inspiring chorus. And you can read it different ways.
But I think...
But it's like, there's no rules. Do whatever you...
Yeah, the way I'm reading it is that you're thinking that, but when you say there's no one to stop you, like... There's something stopping you always. Yeah. Like, you can't really do what you want to.
If Elliott's dropping a big chorus, it's
probably not like...
It might be veering towards the sad.
It's probably not like the happy... It's probably sarcastic.
Yeah, beautiful, yeah.
Though it doesn't mean a thing. Big nothing. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to, but it doesn't mean a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
That is true. No one cares.
You can literally be famous as fuck, like Elliott Smith, and it still, believe it or not, doesn't mean a thing.
Yeah.
Which is...
yeah.
I think this is the song.
Yeah. So, like, so simplistic.
Yeah. On Between the Bars, Elliott explains the power of addiction, the call of a drink. Fuck.
Yeah. Drink up, baby.
Drink up, baby. Forget all about the pressure of days.
Yeah.
I'll make you okay. Yeah, I mean, this song's definitely about addiction.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
A very vivid portrayal, honestly.
Yeah. Just like I don't know. His melodies are so unique, I feel like. Yeah, they always end like sort of like unresolved, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
His voice is just, it's unparalleled. It really is. Dun, dun, drink up, baby.
No drums on this one.
Yeah, no drums on here. It's a Mountain Goats type beat.
Goat beat.
Goat beat. This beat's goated. Like
What's up, guys? It's the Goat Beat.
The Goat Beat podcast.
Nothing but mountain goats all the time.
People you've been before that you don't want around anymore.
Is Between the Bars like in jail? Like
I don't even know. Yeah.
Or like you're bar
baby,
hopping.
Look at the stars. I'll kiss you again between the bars.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that it's between your bar hopping. You're still drinking in between.
All right, I'll kiss you real quick before we get to the next bar.
Oh, let's go. It's so fun.
That was a perfect impression of bar hopping.
The line between the bars opens up many possible interpretations. Yeah. The time in between actual bars. The time in between a music bar often... Okay. Oh, in between like a bar of music, I see. Where you're taking a sip between the bars of your lyrics.
Sure.
In between prison bars. Okay, so we really fleshed out all the possible options there.
Yeah, we did. Who needs a genius annotation? Pictures of me.
This is like the most fun track, if there is one, on this album.
I agree. Think he drops a fuck in this one? I could be wrong.
If so.
He drops an obscenity. Oh yeah, but this is like. So you see what I mean with like a revolver type beat, or like
I white album where you kind of hear like the flute in the background here. I don't. Maybe that's just a synth, but no, it's like it's not quite. It's not like psychedelic Beatles at all.
No.
But it is like the clean.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a Cure song called "Pictures of Me." At first, I thought this was going to be a cover.
So. That would be really funny if it maybe
like that would be like
Jr.
That would actually be interesting.
Do you know
Did Dinosaur Jr. do a Cure?
They covered fuck. I hate when I can't remember things.
That's the worst.
That's the worst. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's Pictures of You. Never mind. The Cure song.
Oh yeah, not Pictures of Me. Yeah, the Dinosaur Jr. cover is Just Like Heaven. The cover.
Oh okay. Yeah.
We can close to that. That has some fun moments. Yeah. The Dinosaur Jr. does some fun with it. Yeah, this is like the most explosive chorus we get on here. All the instrumentation comes in.
He's doing that sort of
nothing wrong.
Nirvana type.
Oh like, definitely.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah, I mean, here's a question. Does Elliott Smith exist without Nirvana? Like it's not the same style of music really at all.
No.
But I think like Elliott Smith doesn't. Like, even Elliott Smith might not exist without Nirvana. I know people love to say that about Nirvana.
I think Elliott Smith would exist, but
not in the same way.
Not in the same way. Yeah, it's interesting.
It's either or, honestly. It was going to be either Nirvana blew up or Elliott Smith blew up. Yeah. So
there could only be two Kurt Cobains.
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain and Elliott Smith.
Buddy's dying just to get the disease.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like this was probably on the radio. Like,
yeah, I think this is. I want to see actually. Maybe they did this album chart. It's an interesting.
Who'd like to see me down on my fucking knees?
On my fucking knees. Yeah, this song has like a bunch of different sections too.
Great solo.
Very, very fleshed out. Which like these other songs, they don't need to be. They're perfectly depressing and good to walk down a sidewalk to. But this has a whole other vibe.
Break up the album.
Yeah.
It's still depressing. I mean.
Oh yeah, why should I be? It hit number 173 apparently when he died. It did. It did not chart when he was alive when he dropped it.
Sure. Yeah. That's big though. It's just I mean I can put myself in the headspace. 97 like. I feel like a Weezer, like the Weezer album came out last year. Like
you were just
similar
listening to
vibe,
Nirvana and then Weezer. Yeah. I like this is a very a good COVID track. Everybody's dying to get the disease.
Just to get the disease. That's a great line. Like,
oh god,
everybody's dying.
Just to get the disease. Hits a little too close to home when it comes to that, but
I also just relate to like I'm so sick and tired of all these pictures of me. I'm tired of like, seeing these. I'm seeing my dumb face.
Are they completely wrong? When you look at this podcast, you're like, that's completely wrong.
That's not how
totally
look.
Wrong. That's how most people react.
I mean, like, scrolling through the main feed, you know?
Yeah, when your own pictures are dragging down the main.
Yeah.
That's honestly the worst, man.
I'm so sick and tired of these pictures of me.
Oh, God.
Looking at my Instagram photos from 2013.
Yeah. You keep them up, though. I delete that shit.
Do I? I haven't used Instagram in a long time.
Yeah, but you got like 200 posts that are up and out there. No, I respect the hell out of that.
Look, it happened. I'm not going to erase
it.
history.
I've got like 45 archived and 3 up.
Yeah, I dropped out before archiving.
I see.
I was an early adopter.
You really were.
Thank you. When you were 13 and Instagram came out.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
You gotta.
This is No Name Number 5.
Number 5. That's a reference to Elliott's first solo album, Roman Candle.
Sure.
Where the first 4 tracks are named No Name 1 through 4.
Got it.
That's not an album I've checked out, honestly.
No.
Is that on streaming or?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
That'd be interesting to listen to.
I did. So I
pulled. It is.
I asked some people if they had any favorite moments from this album on Reddit.
Nice. Okay.
In
Indie Heads?
On Indie Heads, yeah.
Cool.
We got a few responses. One person said about this track, I think No Name Number 5 is not only an underrated either-or track, but one of Elliott's more underrated tracks in general. Just a beautifully written song, and I absolutely love the tuning it's in.
Specific?
Yeah.
But no, it's like...
one of their favorite moments.
Cool. Was that shout out Old Greg?
Shout out Old Greg 420.
Shout out.
Like...
No, it is... I mean, I don't know the specifics of the tuning, but like...
No, we don't.
The vibes are different. Like the guitar tone sounds
I like
different.
Those overlaid vocals here on too. It has like a certain echo that I don't think other tracks have.
Oh, the squeak.
The squeak.
I love when he leaves those.
There is something so amazing.
Is this Twee?
Is this Twee? This is at least closer to Twee.
It's closer to Twee.
Mountain Goats.
I think it's too depressing.
I don't think it's on this album. But on Spotify, I was listening to Elliott Smith, and they told me to go listen to the Twee playlist. Okay. I think it was a different album though.
Look, if someone's singing in a whispered way,
someone at Spotify needs to be fired for that Twee playlist.
We're kind of come out and say this is a protest.
We're protesting Spotify.
We're not posting this onto Spotify until they
both remove Joe Rogan and the person who
and slide us a little 100 mil.
And so,
yeah. No, this is like
it's kind of like country almost.
Yeah.
Closer to.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even like
him and Townes Van Zandt drinking codeine together.
Absolutely.
I like this little breakdown, honestly.
Yeah.
Sick. Waiting around.
I got a broken heart and your name on my cast.
Yeah.
It's cute.
A broken heart and your name on my cast.
No, but this is like very Alex G too. This breakdown.
Yeah.
Like
no, I think like Alex G probably likes Elliott Smith more than Duster.
Yes.
But I just like I don't. Alex G doesn't sound exactly like Elliott Smith. He's definitely very inspired though.
No, I just know he listened to that in his youth. Like,
definitely.
That's great. We need an Elliott Smith of our modern day, and it's Alex.
I know. And now so much of the music I listen to is just people copying Alex G, which is pretty funny. That's like the second derivative.
Yeah. The second derivative of Elliott Smith.
So if Elliott Smith is f of x, then f prime of x is Alex G, and f prime of x is that band People I Love that was on the.
But what's like F0 of x or whatever?
What inspired Alex? I think maybe like
Elliott,
you could what inspired Elliott? Yeah, I think like the integral of Elliott Smith would be
Kurt Cobain.
No, I don't think so. Probably like George Harrison, maybe. I think that's not a bad.
I wonder, think it's Beatles. Yeah.
I'm interested. What was Elliott Smith's biggest inspirations?
This is Rose Parade.
Oh, this is a classic too. Yeah, this and Pictures of Me, I feel like you can pretty casually put on. Like these are like almost twee.
Yeah.
Like pretty chill tracks.
There's a few on here that are like 90s alt rock.
Yeah.
Pop songs.
Yeah, those ones I agree. Let's see, what was Elliott Smith's biggest musical inspirations? Oh, that's a great
Nick Drake.
Nick Drake is great.
And then
Big
Bob
Star
Dylan, I
as
guess.
well. Yeah, I don't know. Dylan, sure.
No, actually, I did have like in my mind, I was listening to this album. I was like, at one point, I was like Simon and Garth. I was like Paul Simon.
Okay.
For sure.
That adds up too.
What else did it came to mind? I almost wrote it down. At one point, there's like a Sufjan moment, but that's later. That's the derivative.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Sufjan is like almost equivalent to Alex in this mathematical equation.
Yes.
Slightly different.
The two divergences.
Yeah, it's like a graph. This is getting too.
We could build a family tree.
But no, if there's like some graphs where you can take a derivative and get two different derivatives.
Sure, get
like if you. Basically, this is the monotone subsequence convergence theorem.
You take a derivative, you get two more derivatives. I mean, that's how music works.
That's how music works.
I mean, it's not like...
It's not exactly like that.
Everything's inspired by
I mean,
else.
Obviously, Elliott Smith listened to hours and hours of music of all kinds.
Absolutely.
And it developed his thing.
It's fascinating,
but
honestly.
I think Nick Drake feels like a great pull.
Yeah, that's a good pull.
Inspiration.
Dude, what's the Rose Parade about here?
I don't know. Let me jump.
I traded a smoke for a food stamp $1.
I did. That's a great line.
Ridiculous marching band started playing.
I love ridiculous.
Just ridiculous. Oh, we shout out Black Midi.
Yeah, with a wink and a wave from the cavalcade.
Nice.
Yeah, every time I see the word cavalcade, like, I can't help but,
yeah.
Black Midi.
Black Midi invented the word.
I know Black
Midi. To march down the street like the Duracell bunny. So he's just watching the Rose Parade.
Watching the Rose Parade. Tripped over a dog in a choke chain collar. People were shouting and pushing and saying, I traded to smoke for a food stamp $1.
Won't you follow me to the Rose Parade?
That is such a great verse. The ridiculous marching
Actually, this is a funny one. Actually, there's some great lines.
Yeah.
In the next verse, the trumpeter's obviously been drinking.
Because he's fucking up even the simplest lines. He's fucking up even the simplest lines.
It's great. I mean, like, yeah, not like my favorite track, but it's fun. It's fun.
No, I think Rose Parade is one of the more chill tracks in your. It almost gives me like Grateful Dead vibes a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Aaron just in the sunshine, walking around. California, baby.
No, if there was like a 12-minute Rose Parade, like I feel like the Dead could do something.
I want to hear Elliott Smith jam a little more.
I would like
That's
that.
all I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Down to the Rose Parade.
Great stuff.
Yeah, everything in here is just like on this album is just clean, compact. It's just like
super clean. Yeah.
It's well-made songs.
Like no part of it sounds like lo-fi. Like it's self-produced.
This line that we missed is also fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
When they clean the street, I'll be the only shit that's left behind. I didn't realize that's what he was saying there. That's fucking hilarious.
This is Punchin' Judy.
This is like straight up. There's a Townes Van Sant song. It's such a similar title to this. Wait.
I mean, this intro sounds like 50s. Like,
yeah.
Let me start it over.
Okay, yeah.
I think this is the one where I was like, Paul Simon.
Townes Van Sant has a song called Poncho and Lefty.
Shit.
That's almost Punchin' Judy.
Could be. Wow.
A wallflower punch talks to Judy in a crowded corner where anybody can listen in. But they don't read page to page or speak easy. Now they're going to go say the words in the wrong order again.
A wallflower punch
talks to Judy. It sounds like the start of a movie. It's like
the perks of being a wallflower punch.
Wallflower punch talks to Judy.
This is a pretty song. It takes it easy.
Yeah, no, this one's really good. We get more shout outs to specific streets. We're learning so much about Portland on this one. Yeah, we learned about West Texas last episode, and now we got Alameda Street. You can drive up and down Division Street. Lots of stuff.
Sure. I used to like it here. It just bums me out to remember.
Can't you ever treat anyone nice? I think I'm gonna make the same mistake twice. I'm gonna make the same mistake twice. Oh, I don't know what that is, but it gives me just whatever that vocal delivery is of I think I'm gonna make the same mistake twice. It just reminds me of some older 80s or 70s.
No, sure. This one, this definitely feels inspired by 50s, I don't know, whatever.
It's cool. Some of these songs are more country than I even realized.
Yeah.
It's definitely folk. I asked on the last episode, is the Mountain Goats folk punk? But is Elliott Smith folk punk? No. He's not.
I mean, what is punk? At the end of the day, what is punk?
Punk's just an idea, man.
Punk's a mindset, man.
This podcast is punk.
The Daft Punks.
The Daft Punks.
I mean, now we're getting copyrighted. But absolutely.
I mean, they don't exist anymore.
You can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want, whenever you want.
Punchin' Judy, man.
Punchin' Judy.
A love story.
Yeah, I don't what happened to Punchin' Judy? I guess that part of the story doesn't really.
I mean, Punch is asking Judy, "Can't you ever treat anyone nice?" This is Angelus.
Yeah, can't you? Yeah, I guess so. Punch is like, fucking Judy, you need to get off my ass a little bit, Judy.
Get off my ass.
Can't you treat anyone nice? I remember when I used to like it here, with us two.
Sufjan. This is Sufjan intro.
The ambience. Oh yeah. Sufjan has such a specific vibe.
When I was 3. Yeah, exactly.
I was 24.
Los Angeles, the video store. Yeah, that's it. Cover.
That was awesome.
This is a long intro, Jesus. Literally, it's so similar. This is so Carrie and Lowell. Fun.
Taking a chance is always a fearsome thing. Relocation, especially to somewhere as Gomorrah-esque as Los Angeles, is a huge risk which can hold fame and riches in store, or another tally to add on to its wall of ruined lives. What?
Oh, he signed with DreamWorks.
But yeah, he signed to DreamWorks after this song was released, I guess.
Got it. I mean, I get it. Angeles, it's an intimidating place. It's a scary place.
Yeah, I mean, God, I don't know. Would you ever move to LA?
I think
if I need to, like if I just need to make it happen.
I wouldn't want to be poor in LA. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, that'd be horrible living in Hollywood.
If DreamWorks makes me move there,
yeah, that's fair.
It's a beautiful song though. Picking up the ticket shows there's money to be made. Go on, lose the gamble.
Don't start me trying.
Cause I'm all over it, Angeles. Those moans are awesome.
I don't know what we got in the back here, like I don't know, like an organ or like a
there is just like some sort of ambience
floating
going on in the back. Yeah.
No, this is like about the darkness of Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean it's the worst fucking town in the world.
It's a bad town.
It's a bad town. Like
you'd move to Austin over Los Angeles?
Yeah, I mean, like, Los Angeles is ridiculous. Why would I want to drive
insane
an hour to, like, get
to go anywhere?
Like, what the fuck? Why does LA even, like, why is it, like,
it exist?
It shouldn't exist.
It might
LA's
die.
the worst.
LA might die.
I hope so.
It's too spread out.
Like, or just get some public transportation. Like, I know that's not what Elliott is quite talking about here.
The song's about...
It's about a lack of public transportation, really.
I'll move to LA if I can live in Malibu and never leave my house.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if the coronavirus gets bad enough, then, like, we can all just stay at home forever. And, like, Zoom all the time.
I don't know. What's the future of LA?
It'd be so bad.
It'd be so bad. Fuck you, Steven Spielberg. I don't know.
Yeah. I can make you satisfied in everything you do. All your secret wishes could right now be coming true, and be forever with my poison arms around you.
That's real. The dream of Hollywood, man.
My poison arms.
No one's gonna fool around with us. Yeah.
That's a good song, though.
Is that what Steven Spielberg said to him?
No one's gonna fuck with us. We're the best, man.
I can give you everything.
Wait, did Spielberg make Good Will Hunting?
Google.
Who made Good Will Hunting?
Well, Matt Damon.
Oh, yeah, it was Matt and Ben, bro.
But no, someone made it.
No, they made it.
Yeah.
But, like, actually, who directed that, I guess? But they might have.
It is, like, I've watched a
solid film.
It's an impressive movie to make, like, as your first movie.
Directed by Gus Van Sant, who is not Townes Van Zandt.
It is all connected.
Gus Van Sant.
He also made Portlandia.
Are you serious?
I
what
swear
the
to
hell?
God.
There's something going on here, man.
Going on. Let's go to Cupid's Trick.
I mean, I guess that adds up. That he would be associated with Portlandia because they got Elliott Smith for the soundtrack of Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Huh. But then it's crazy that his name's so close to Townes
Actually,
Van
can you
Sant.
pull up the Good Will Hunting soundtrack?
Yes.
I wonder what's on that. Cupid's Trick. Shout out Valentine's Day.
Shout out Valentine's Day yesterday.
St. Valentine.
This chorus is awesome.
This just reminds me of an Alex G's. You know, like...
Yeah. The weird noises in the background.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me vibes of a... Have you heard of Songs Ohia, I think the band is called?
It sounds familiar. But no, I can't say I know anything about them.
Yeah. As for the Good Will Hunting soundtrack, also by Danny Elfman, he's associated with that soundtrack. But songs that were on it, Between the Bars, Angelus, Say Yes. It's all this album, honestly. No Name 3 from the earlier album, and Between the Bars. I just like... Good Will Hunting should be so much better if it had all these Elliott Smith songs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember any.
I don't remember them in there.
I wasn't ahead back then, I guess, when I watched.
No, I get. I mean,
interesting.
It's in Good Will Hunting and also
Wes Anderson.
Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah, so good stuff.
Pretty good. This is kind of the biggest song on here.
Yeah, this is the most explosive.
I was listening to this. I was like, I feel like I'm in, like LA in the late 90s.
Yeah, it's quite hazy too.
Yeah.
This feels like...
I feel like I'm at a pool.
Yeah, this is like maybe you're at like the London Fog in LA and this is playing.
Sure. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm just picturing
ramps it up.
Yeah.
Why? But they couldn't put this in Good Will Hunting. What? This is too powerful for Good Will Hunting. Yeah, honestly, like, I mean, this album's awesome. Like, I really love it. But if there was more tracks that went fucking bonkers like this, I would like that too.
No, I mean, this is like a standout track in that way. But I guess you gotta, I don't know, this was probably on the radio. Like, this was probably the poppiest of
Sugar Lick Me Up. It's my lie. I always thought it was him yelling, it's my life, but it's my lie.
Yeah.
Huh.
Lick me up.
Lick me up.
Cupid's trick. Shout out everyone that...
Cane me. Shout out who?
I was gonna say shout out anyone on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Just
shout
licking
out,
each other
shout out
up.
if you had sex on Valentine's Day. Comment below if you had sex on Valentine's Day.
Nah, this one's just so vivid for me. I don't know. I feel like I'm like with like Kurt Cobain at like a pool in LA.
We're just smoking.
Yeah. It's hazy. We're drunk.
We're drunk. The fog. The London fog.
Everyone's drinking tea.
Shout out the Doors.
Shout out the Doors. Shout out Jimmy Moore.
I do love that this track is like kind of fun for what it is. And the next track after this, 2:45 a.m., may be my pick for most depressing.
Not all that fun. Yeah.
Song on here.
I do think it's a very evocative of 2:45 a.m.
I love this song. Just builds his way up.
I feel like I've never had, I don't know, a better time at 2:45. Like, this track speaks to my 2:45 a.m. experience. It's never fun.
Yeah, I mean, I can like a late stay up.
Sure.
But there is, like, when you realize, like, oh, it's 2:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's Jesus
Then
Christ.
you start saying, going out sleepwalking.
Cute memories start talking.
The boss that couldn't help but hurt you. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, each of those, like, build-ups.
After every verse.
Like a baby.
A naive, unsatisfied.
Unsatisfied baby. Yeah, it kind of goes back to the first track where he called himself, like, a little child.
You little baby.
Yeah, calling yourself a naive, unsatisfiable baby.
Yeah.
Like, I feel sometimes you're just gotta shit on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. So it's just like that sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
And for Elliott, like, maybe it was like that a little bit more of the time.
Yeah, I mean, if it's 2:45 a.m., just go to bed.
Yeah, serious. I mean, that's the idea, but sometimes you're just wandering around.
Sometimes you find yourself sleepwalking.
I'm looking for the man that attacked me while everybody was laughing at me.
Yeah.
You know how it is. You beat in me that part of you, but I'm gonna split us back in two. Just wandering around at 2:45, looking to beat the fuck out of some dude.
If you're gonna say shit now, you do it loud. This song is pretty like, just relentless. Like, it's just repeating the same rhythm. Yeah.
This final verse is my favorite of them, all of them.
Loud.
What a fun way to make a threat.
You gotta do it out.
Do it out loud. It's 2:45 in the morning.
I'm putting
myself on warning.
For waking up in an unknown place. Unknown place.
The recollection you half erased.
Yep. It's like kind of like, it's hilarious lines, kind of like, it's 2:45 in the morning. I'm putting myself on warning for falling asleep and not remembering anything from I'm blackout drunk. But then, like, it's also the way it's performed is so real and raw.
Oh, here we go. All right, more Portland street.
More
imagery.
Portland street names. Just fade to black. I think this might be my favorite track on here.
Really?
It hits hard. I know that the build between
slow,
each time is a lot, but. And pushed away, and I'll never go back.
It's a nice little outro.
Yeah, I like how. I mean, I wonder if when he says "been pushed away, I'll never go back," is that like in reference to Portland, like, fuck, I'm going to LA now.
Man.
But maybe
that
I feel like that's kind of what.
Yeah, maybe
some of this album.
Maybe it's multifaceted. There's stuff pushing him away from Portland as well.
Yeah, I mean, earlier in one of the songs, he was like, these memories that they're just horrible. All the memories here are bad. Whatever that line was.
Oh, and to Say Yes.
Say Yes. Here's what someone on Reddit had to say about Say Yes.
Oh, that's a beautiful song.
Say Yes might be a top 5 love song ever written.
Yeah.
Never skip.
I listened to this earlier and I was just like, this also could have been in a Wes Anderson movie.
This is great. This is Twee. This is Twee.
I'm in love with the world
through the eyes of a girl. That line's so cute.
Grateful Dead, 12 minutes, say yes.
I wish I had the skills to make something like that.
Yeah.
The say yes 12-minute ripping version.
I wonder if Elliott and Jerry Garcia ever hung out.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Did they ever... Wait, when did Jerry...
I guess like 95.
Okay, yeah, so, probably a little too early.
Probably a little too early.
Maybe him and Bob Weir.
Sure. Beautiful song, yeah. Shout out that Reddit user. What's the name on that one?
Yeah, that was Not a Skunk.
Not a Skunk. Shout out. It's a great love song. Oh yeah. Situations get fucked up. It's a great song.
And turned around sooner or later, and I could be another fool or an exception to the rule.
He's clever too. I mean, great. Some funny turns of phrase. It's a great conclusion too. I mean, it ends on a sort of hopeful note.
Yeah. No, the song is
say yes.
Perhaps the most beautiful on here.
I mean, is it like
I'm damaged bad at best?
It's not like a proposal or something. It's more like
think so, no.
Say yes to life, man. You know, like go to LA.
I
don't know.
Leave Portland. Go to LA. Say yes.
We're at a party. Did someone say yes?
Say yes. Let's go. We're going to. Did someone say?
Throw on Yes, the band. Shout out.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of a yes song right now. Turn.
What is the yes songs?
It has turn in the title. I feel like
I've seen All Good People.
What's the
Owner of a Lonely Heart?
Oh, that's the one I'm thinking of.
I don't know what you're thinking of.
I don't know what I'm thinking of either. There's some good yes songs.
Good stuff though.
Say yes.
Cool album. I mean, quick album. Only 36 minutes long.
Yeah, I'm in love with the world through the eyes of a girl who's still around the morning after.
Yeah,
that's always the best. Like, yeah, and there's, you know she's a real one if she's around the morning after.
Yeah, it's like, damn, the world is beautiful.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Yeah, nowadays this song would be called "Say Less."
Daft Punk's cover parody.
I'm in love with the world.
Through the eyes of the world.
Yeah, we just do the whole song normally, except when they say they want you or they don't. Say less.
Posted my girl on the main page.
They comment, yeah, you're dragging down the main.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Go to Portland, leave Portland to LA. Say less.
It's like a huge chorus.
Say less. Say less.
That melody, it's familiar. I don't know.
I think because of this song, it's just one of those.
Maybe, yeah.
One of those things. Say yes was on TikTok at one point. I was getting it on my feed for some reason.
Got it. Yeah. What's your final thoughts on the album?
Oh man, this is a
good
one.
Wow, Between the Bars is the top stream song currently. Angelus and Say Yes are both on there.
Between the Bars, like once it came on, I knew this is the song people know the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some great tracks on here. I guess honestly, we've got a year before EXO. Is that true?
Yeah.
I've never listened to EXO in my life. I'm a horrible Elliott Smith fan.
I don't think I've listened. I know Waltz Number 2.
I don't even I don't know that album at all. But I really love this one.
We'll have to do it. Yeah. You're not allowed to listen to it until then. We'll dive in.
What month was it?
Next January 1st.
Oh, January. Okay.
98.
January 1st. Yeah, next January we'll be back probably. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll be back.
We'll be back.
What was the song you wanted to play?
Oh, it was the
Feels
Dinosaur
Like Heaven.
Jr. song. Feels Like Heaven.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We got to shout out
Let It
Dinosaur
Rip
Jr.
for a little bit though, because there's one particularly funny.
Let
part.
It Rip.
Let It Rip.
Yeah, shout out Dinosaur Jr. Similar to
when
they were around.
This album was 87. So
Dinosaur Jr.
This is
Were they in Portland?
I don't know. They feel like a California band to me. Yeah, what can you look at? Oh, I'll do it actually.
Yeah. Dinosaur Jr. formed in Massachusetts.
Yeah. You're Living All Over Me, 1987 December. So maybe in December we'll talk about 35 years.
You're Living All Over Me.
This is a great
song. Yeah.
There's one part in here where it's mostly a pretty like traditional cover of this song in Dinosaur Jr. style, but they go into like a heavy metal, like screaming part at one point that I want the people to hear.
We'll let it rip.
We'll let it rip.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Either or, fucking awesome album.
Cool album.
IMO.
Yeah, I was like, it was really fun to like listen to the whole thing.
Yeah,
straight.
No, I've been listening to this
stuff.
in the Mountain Goats, and I'm gonna keep being on that wave for my. It snowed today, folks, where we live. So I'm gonna be depressed for another couple of days.
I feel like people just automatically say, "Oh, Elliott Smith, like that's depressing."
It's
like,
depressing.
But like
Listen
this
to
is
the
like
Rose Parade.
Sure. No, this is just like really well, like great songwriting. Like
it really is.
Beautiful melodies, harmonies. It's great. It's really good.
Oh, this part's good.
Thanks for listening. We love you.
Yeah. Just know we got one sec. We got a little bit more.
No, I'm just saying I love you.
I love you guys.
No, we're letting Dinosaur Jr.
We're letting Dinosaur Jr. rip. Yeah, I can't remember like when the part of the song happens that I'm excited to happen, but it's gonna happen. Like I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, they definitely capture like the haziness of The Cure with this.
Yeah, like all of this sounds pretty much just like Heaven the original, and then I think in about 5 to 7 seconds from now, the song is gonna get very different. Thank you for listening.
We'll stick around. Good night, Hunks.
Love you.
Sleep well.